Hey guys, welcome back to yourstory.com. And as usual, I bring you some of the wonderful entrepreneurs that are changing the way this country goes ahead with its life. And I've got Gaurav here, the founder of Grab and Go. You know, it's sad that his co-founder Santosh couldn't join us. Is a bit busy, but nevertheless, I'll tell you, Grab and Go is going to change your life, especially when you're traveling to airports or when you're at the airport.
Right.
You want to eat food, you want to express takeaway,
Right.
express delivery,
Yes.
express dine-in. They're going to do that for you.
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You know, when did this idea start and why airports?
So we as customers and travelers, we often travel across the country, and we have faced this that by the time I am through my security, boarding has been announced.
Correct.
Or sometimes they even say call out for the flight that I'm taking. So already we are on the last call, and Bangalore early morning flights if I'm taking,
Crazy.
I'm hungry,
Yes.
and I'm already dreading the kind of food I get inside the airline.
Yes.
So I'm hungry and I'm prepared for being hungry for the flight duration as well as, and when I land, it's again the same hurry to rush for the meeting that I'm scheduled to.
Yes.
So I'm at the mercy of finally that guy giving me coffee in the meeting. Till that time I'm absolutely
And
hungry.
that's going to destroy you. You're not oriented.
Yeah,
towards
I'm less
anything.
efficient
Yes.
maybe at the meeting and all. So, and that was one. And second, when I land, again, if I want to, grab something, again, the thought is, okay, let me first get into the car and get to my destination rather than trying to, get into a queue and customize my subway to grab it. It takes time. It's all about time. I'm pressed for time, and most of the time that's that. And the way the traffic is increasing at airport, the queues at check-in, the queues at security, we have no control over that.
Correct.
So what we think as a user, how nice it would be if I could just order, and when I'm there, I could just grab it and maybe consume while I'm waiting for my boarding, or maybe consume inside there.
Okay, let's take the Delhi example. You've
Right.
got a kiosk also.
Yes.
People don't have to download your app.
Yes.
Also. So they, before they check in,
Uh-huh.
they could just enter the airport. They say, okay, these are the restaurants
Right.
there.
Yes.
Let me order KFC or something, or
Yes.
any other brand out
Right.
there. Just order on the kiosk.
Right. And
just
they-
check in, go to the counter.
Yes.
And I get
And-
it faster than people in the line.
Absolutely. And with a feature called multi-order, you could order across restaurants in one single order.
So I could pick chicken somewhere, I could pick sandwich somewhere
And
else.
coffee somewhere else. Yes.
Nice.
And you just do a grab, go. You
That's
don't
it.
need to stand in all three queues. You just pay once and you're
Mhm.
done. And you get notified when each of those items are ready, and you just go grab.
Tell me, how did you train the ecosystem here? Firstly, you have to explain how do you win these restaurants in the airport. Do you sign up with them directly?
So there are two ways of doing
Okay.
it. At certain airports, we sign up with the airport itself. Like Bombay, we are doing with the airport itself. And in Delhi, we have done with the master concessionaire. The company has 9 to 10 brands, and they have around 22 stores across the airport. So at present, we are live across 9 stores. They are popular brands like KFC, Pizza Hut, Subway, and all. Costa Coffee, their
Okay.
brands. And what we do is either tie up with the F&B concessionaire there, or we tie up with the airport.
Okay.
That's the way we do it.
And it's a model followed globally. Is there anybody doing this globally at this point of time? It's a very unique model. In India, I've never heard of this. But
Yeah, so what we are doing is end to end. So you could do a remote ordering on the app, you could do a tap to order. So if you tap a NFC tag inside the airport, the app would open up on a browser. If you do a QR code scan, the app would open up. So you don't even need to download the app. That's what we are bringing.
Okay.
And you can just place an order and then get notified and go and pick it up.
Okay.
We also do the third service that we are bringing at Bombay first is delivery at your boarding gate. So that particular segment has been tried by a couple of, so in Pearson, Toronto, HMS Host, which is a concessionaire there inside the airport, have tied up with Uber Eats to do this. So they are doing a trial run there. And in Schiphol, Deliveroo, Amsterdam, there again with HMS Host, they are doing
so
something.
for you, the difficulties are not in tying up the restaurants, but in making sure that the orders are met on time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we have to take a lot of things into consideration. Like, so each item has a prep SLA, and when I say when I arrive, it should be ready. So there is no wait time actually. So the idea is based on the SLA. So I might have ordered a coffee which takes 3 minutes, and I might have ordered a pizza as well which takes 15 minutes. So my algorithm, what it does is it places the order for the coffee when you're 4 minutes away from that store, and for the pizza when you're 16 minutes away from that store.
Okay.
So it takes care of all that, and we call it JITO, just in time ordering, where you as a user do not have to schedule your arrival. You just can place an order and forget it. When you arrive, you'll get it fresh and hot.
So whatever, I mean, I can if I have done a combination of pizza, coffee, and a sandwich,
Right.
I can pick up anything in whatever order. I
In
want.
whatever order you
But
want.
it'll
You
be
get
ready.
notified. You get notified when they are ready. Once they are ready, so coffee gets ready last, because your pizza
Right.
order got first in.
Okay.
But at the same time or similar time, you will get the notification of almost all the items. And if you have chosen delivery at boarding gate, it's our job. Our guys take care of
It-
collecting that. And
I like this model simply because, like you said, airport, the airline food is deteriorating.
yeah, and most of them are no frill, right? So you don't get them
You
in
don't get
domestic.
quality
You don't
food.
get them.
You don't get quality food.
Yeah, and you do not get fresh and hot. You get something which is packed.
Yes.
And you have to buy them inside the aircraft if
Correct.
you have to eat,
Correct.
right? But here you get a choice of all the eateries across the terminal.
So tell me about it. You've launched in Delhi.
Delhi,
You do about what? How many orders? For 300 orders. a
around
day?
250, 300 orders a day.
And what is the break even for this? Are there numbers that you put in? Points?
So at present the cost is not on terms of, so the tech is there, right? And we are not doing delivery there. We are doing an express takeaway and pickup. So there is no cost involved as per,
Okay.
apart from the capex that we have put in, those kiosk cost and the
Correct,
tech,
correct.
and the rentals and the maintenance of
Correct.
those, internet and
So
things.
airports are a good margin business, Gaurav.
No, airport has our smaller margin business
Okay.
because airport,
It's a volume
anything
business.
inside, it's a volume business, one, and second, airport is a very prime space.
Okay.
So anything to do inside airport requires a lot of, it has cost implication. Even a small branding inside airport would come at a big cost.
Yeah, it's rental. It's
Yeah,
pure
it's
retail.
rental. Yeah, absolutely. So airport is, and the concessionaires that we are tying up with, they are already paying a huge revenue share with that's the agreement that they work on, right? A huge revenue share on every order that they work
Yes.
with. So to come and additionally top it up with a percentage commission, it's tough. The margins are low.
Okay.
Low
So the
single-
client pays for the device or the CRM device that you give them?
The merchant?
Merchant?
No, we invest in.
You invest
At
in all
present,
that.
we invest.
So it's a revenue share between the host,
Yes.
maybe people like
Per order
the
we get
concessionaire.
something, yeah. Per order we
That's
get.
interesting. So it's a scale business.
It's a scale business. Pure.
And but requires approvals from airport authorities, of course.
Yes. And the security, because airport again is a very secure zone, so we require civil aviation security permissions. And
How
we
many
need-
people travel in India every
So
year domestically?
I'll tell you. So Delhi and Bombay. If I'm talking of Delhi and Bombay alone, Delhi does 60 million passengers per annum. That is 6 crores, and Bombay does around 52 million. So that is 5.2 crores per
It's a
annum.
big market.
That's a huge
So
market.
you want to hit at least 10% of that, maybe.
Brilliant. That's on bang on. That's the number that we are looking at, and we look at doing that within a year and a half.
And what is? I mean, does your company require a lot of marketing? Because what kind of food consumer are you looking at? I mean, is it the VP level people, the CEO level people?
Not exactly. Anybody who is crunched for time, to be honest. Anybody who wants to eat food but today cannot eat food. Let me take an example of not just food. So when it comes to, say, a Haldiram's, sweets. Now, it's a packed food. I'm not going to consume. I'm going to carry. But if I enter that store, I will at least take 4 to 5 minutes to, see what are the things available, get the pricing, etc., etc.
And you might not look at all the choices.
Exactly. I would not have time to look at the choices. Whereas with Grab and Go, while I'm on my way to airport, I can serve the menu. I can do my choices, place the order, pay for it. I'm done. I just do a Grab and Go.
So you're a tech company.
Yeah,
you're not people intensive.
Not people intensive.
So it's a 11-member team,
Yeah, as of today.
right? As of today, and you've invested $500,000
Yes,
so
so
far,
far.
and you're raising money, of
Yeah.
course. But you have good runway. You want to cover top 7 airports in
of-
this country.
Yes.
But you've kept the timeline of signing all 7 for a couple of years.
No,
Is there a particular reason you want to break even by airport and then do it?
Not exactly. So when I said in 7 years, not signing, it's executing and being live with full-fledged service across 7 by the.
And I like your honesty in saying this. It takes a lot of time to set up
Oh,
these
yes.
things.
Oh,
It's
yes.
not like go there and do it.
No,
right?
I'll give you an example.
Yes,
So
please.
in Bombay, we have tied up with entire airports. So there is Terminal 1 and Terminal 2.
Yes.
Then there is domestic, international, and arrival departure. So there are eateries everywhere. Total of 160 eateries, governed by 44 key accounts. So I have to sign up 44 contracts.
Master franchises.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have to sign up 44. They are not just master franchise. There are individual brands also, like Starbucks,
Okay.
Pio Brahma. These are individuals, right? Haldiram's,
Yes.
for example. So they do not come under these master franchisees. So I have to sign up contracts. So signing up those contracts, then getting their menus into our app, that takes a lot of time. Each and every item. Imagine 160 stores, their menus being configured with images onto our backend,
Nice.
and so that it shows up when you need it. That takes a significant amount of time.
And when you kept saying algorithm, this is where the algorithm plays a major role.
Major role, yes.
Right?
Yes.
You
The
know-
prep time, the SLAs, that plays a major
Do you
role.
have to train the chefs there or
The
or
ops
staff
people,
there?
yes, that also is there.
You
a
gotta
part
do
of-
that yourself?
Yes, yeah, we do that ourselves.
Do these clients or franchisees, do they say no? You put your own person there. We'll make the order. Let your person deliver the food. Does that happen?
So for delivery at boarding gates, we are choosing to go with our guys just to maintain the quality of standards in terms of the food has to be hot. The food cannot spill. So we are doing deliveries on e-scooters inside the airport.
Fantastic.
So our guys will be on e-scooters. They'll pick it up and e-scooters running through the airport and
And people should look at the grab and go logo
Oh yes,
there.
absolutely.
And
With
or
the bag,
kiosk.
helmets, everything.
Tell people from Delhi. I mean, if people go to Delhi, they can find your kiosk. Where are they located?
They are in T3 departure food
Okay,
court.
okay.
You could see 2 big kiosks, self-ordering, completely, operational on your own. Five taps on the screen and you are done with your order.
And how many restaurants have you signed up?
There in Delhi we are 9.
9. In
As
Bombay,
of
you're
now.
gonna
In
try-
Bombay we are tying up with 160. We have already tied up with
160.
160.
Well, that's a big one, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the entire airport.
Entire airport, and we have already signed up with 100 of them.
Okay.
Yes, and we are already in the process of curating menu. Most of them is done, and we are going
So
to. be
it's
live.
like I like your model. So you're going to take it slow. So what's the barrier to entry? What about the competition? There are big guys there. Uber Eats.
Oh,
Swiggy.
yes. Oh, yes.
Is there a barrier to entry here?
See, any of these process takes time. Even to integrate as the most topmost layer, like I said, we do a parallel model. We do not go and integrate into their system. But there are quite a few things. One is the margins has to work out. I, being an early stage startup, I'm happy to work at a certain level of margin. Somebody who is very big may not be willing to work out at a certain margin, right? So my
Advantages.
advantage is that maybe I'm at that stage.
Interesting
One.
point.
Second, I do a plug and play model. But once I am there, again for somebody to be doing the same thing, either they are 10x better than me, then I would be replaced, or I'm doing a pathetic job to be given up. I mean, as long as that is not the case.
Absolutely said. I mean, you being a astute businessman, you've taken this decision because you're a 3-year-old company.
Yeah.
You had a different model.
Yes.
And you pivoted for this reason.
Right.
and
So
quickly.
we built the first of its kind curbside pickup or drive-through. That's where we started this.
Okay. And for those of us in India who don't know curbside pickup, you have to explain to them.
Okay, so what we were building was a drive-through without the actual physical drive-through. So any store on the street would behave like a drive-through. You can order from anywhere in the city. When you pass by, a guy from the store would be standing out with your order
And give
fresh
you
and
food.
hot.
That's
Yes.
it.
So the slow down, you slow down your car or whatever vehicle, Uber or bike or on foot, and you just grab and go. All you do is show your token number on the phone, and he hands over the food, and you just pass by.
Gaurav, this is an amazing business. I mean, why did you stop it? I mean, is it because of the margins?
No, we thought that when we were doing
This
our
particular
POC,
model, we're not
the drive-through.
The drive-through
So
model.
when we were doing that, we also realized that today the market is not ripe in terms of the B2C consumerism. The way it works today is more pricing, and sadly or maybe good for consumers, it's a very discount.
They would not
operated,
pay
yeah.
for the value that you were giving.
Exactly. And we have also seen people grabbing our food, then parking the car, coming back to the same restaurant and having the food.
So it doesn't work.
So the
out.
whole,
That
value prop is gone.
So you're saying the coffee price in that model, the curbside delivery model, the earlier model that you tried, was expensive? Would it increase the price of the coffee or something?
No, it was not about that. So the thing was, every item on grab and go on a drive-through has to be parceled, has to be packed with plastic bags, and the packaging cost would come as an add-on. One.
Right.
Second, if I am delivering to your house, I can charge you delivery. But if you are coming all the way, you would not want to pay anything.
Oh yeah, that's a cost that you'll have to incur.
Yes. So, it just is not ripe today to, work out any number beyond that. I have to be cost to cost.
That's a good advice to entrepreneurs to pivot very early and to realize and not to stick with it and then close down, right?
Oh, yes.
What stage did you realize that we had to pivot?
So we did 20,000 odd orders and across 350 stores in Bangalore. And we tried. And the idea was to see and realize that, okay, what is working and what is not. Get the consumer feedback, talk to them more and more, reach out to most of the people and, understand what they really want. So we also discovered that people liked using it, but they didn't have a repeat factor at times. They said, yeah, I love what I got, but, I don't think of food when I drive to office.
Correct.
So that's an answer we got. So we got something similar from somebody saying, wow, I mean, we had Ola drivers onto our platform.
But I think this model will come back.
Oh, yes,
because
that's the whole
eventually
idea.
people are going to get stuck on the road for a long period of time.
Yes.
And would you bring that module back?
Yes, we would want to, certainly. So our go-to market would be airports. Once we are, across airports, once you have used our services and
That's
we have
a good
done
way
a
to
decent
brand
job.
your service
Yes.
also.
And once, I mean, you would give it a try outside, saying, okay, these guys did a decent job when we worked
Yeah,
in
in that case, guys, you got to give them a chance. Check them out at Delhi, and you're launching Bombay
in
this
Bombay
month.
in June. Yes, in
Bombay
June,
this
yes.
month, Mumbai in June, by the end of June.
By the end of June, we should be live.
When can we expect Bangalore?
We are in talks with Bangalore as of today.
Okay, and Bangalore is a big market for you. How many passengers?
So Bangalore is growing leaps and bounds. It's
Because they're coming out of the new airport. Too.
Yeah, new airport, and it's probably the second fastest growing
Yes.
airport in the world.
And I'm saying on top of the new airport that we already have, there's an additional one coming. That's what I meant by
Yes,
the new
yeah,
airport.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Next
yeah.
to it, right?
Next to it. Yeah, the T2 of Bangalore
the
airport
T2
is
of
coming.
Bangalore.
Yeah, it
And
is.
that'll be huge then.
Oh, that is huge.
What's
I mean,
what's Bangalore's traffic as of today?
so they are doing 33 million per annum, 3.3 crores.
And the growth for Bombay, Delhi, and Bangalore would be what, 20% every year? 10%?
Yes, so for Bangalore it's even higher. So by 2021 they are looking at 60 million
So
passengers.
it'll be the largest in the country.
You never know. But Delhi would also shoot up a bit.
Okay.
Bombay would also shoot up a bit.
It's interesting, right? So young people would like to use these kind of services,
Absolutely.
and more Indians will continue to travel.
And when we say this, interestingly, someone asked me that, okay, fine, if I'm not pressed for time, for example, if I'm in international departure, I come way early. So I understand when I'm rushing for time, you give me food at my gate and I take it and
Correct.
go.
That's a good
what,
point you brought
What
up.
if I have more time? Then I ask the question back, what do you do other than eat and drink?
Yes,
if you have more time also.
Correct.
So you
That's
end up
the first place
eating.
you go to, yes.
Yeah, so you end up eating either way. Either if you are pressed for time, you are my customer. If you have more time, then also you are my customer.
That's great. Then check out Grab and Go immediately.
please.
What's the website or app? Where's the app?
You should be able to download by end of this month.
Okay, the app, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
app. But if you're traveling from Bombay, you need not download the whole app. You would find QR codes and NFC tags and missed call links where you could just do a tap and it would open up on your browser. So you
Interesting.
don't even need to download the full app.
So when do we see the app coming by the end of the month in Delhi and Bombay?
In Bombay first.
In Bombay, the app first. In
first.
Delhi, it'll be kiosk.
Kiosk as of now, and it will come
Okay.
followed by.
Okay, and interestingly, you've got a timeline. Obviously, you'll be on expansion mode.
Oh, yes.
Profitability is not the question. Lot of times, entrepreneurs get confused saying profitability is important. It's not.
At present, not.
It's not. It's important to scale up, right?
Yes, yes.
And obviously raise money at the same point.
Yeah, and we are building an ecosystem here. If so you're flying out of Delhi, you are landing in Bombay, you could order at arrival of Bombay.
Why
That's
can't you
the
take this module abroad? You're a tech company.
We can. It works. Even our drive-through we tested in US, it works. So there's nothing. The tech is seamless. The tech is meant to work anywhere on Earth.
Okay.
It is just about time and scaling. We have to build the supply also, right?
Amazing. You guys, if you're traveling, check out Grab and Go today. Currently available in Delhi.
Yes.
By the end of the month in Bombay.
Yes.
And I would also suggest that watch out for the launch in Bangalore. Hopefully soon.
We are talking. We have nothing
Hopefully
confirmed.
Soon.
We are
Hopefully
talking.
soon.
Hopefully.
And by the way, digressing from business, what inspires you, Gaurav?
A lot of that. I mean, JRD Tata has been my inspiration, hero always. And one of my favorite books is Beyond the Last Blue Mountain, written by R.M. Lala. Again, his biography.
Why
JRD.
would you suggest that?
I mean, see, we have seen people talking about things and giving TED speeches and stuff like that. They're fantastic. But JRD was one when he did things for India and he was the pioneer. He did things which have lasted long, and we can see the legacy till today. To have the first 5-star hotel, to have
Airline.
airline. I mean,
And that airline was Indian Airlines.
Oh yes,
Air India.
Air India, which we share. So it's JRD. I mean, hats off to the kind of execution capacity he had in his head.
So that's great. So that's a point you'd leave to entrepreneurs, that
Yes.
execution is more important.
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk as much as we want unless you execute and get done with it.
You know, guys, you should write to Gaurav and Santosh because both of them were techies and business combination. They were high bankers.
Yeah, investment
And
banking.
investment
you've been-
banking.
Yeah,
And
over the
they're
years.
on the tech and business side.
Yes.
Right. And earning really well and started up because they realized that you reach a point of life when you have to do something.
Oh yes, and trust me, I worked 16 years across investment banks across the globe. Last 3 years in Grab and Go, I've slept more peacefully.
Amazing. On that point, guys, start up to sleep more peacefully. Thank you for being on the show,
Thank you.
Gaurav.
Thank you so
It was
much.
an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure.
I will check out your service in Delhi.
Sure,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.